Hey YouTubers, it's me. This is so weird. This used to come so naturally to me, but it's been so long since I've had this camera on me. It's like, whoa. Anyway, I just wanted to catch up with you guys. If most of you know that in July of 2017, I was diagnosed with stage 3 lung cancer. Which, boy, when the doctor's telling you that, it hits you like a ton of bricks. I was like, oh my God. But I went through 3 months of chemotherapy and radiation, and by the time that was all over, they told me that cancer was gone. So great, you know. And I had lost 45 pounds in the process. I look fabulous, you know. Of course, I've gained it all back, but that's beside the point. Then everything was great, and then in August of last year, I went to my oncologist because I was getting checked every 3 months to make sure the cancer hadn't come back. I went to my oncologist and he said, you know, your heart rate's a little low. I'm going to hook you up with a cardiologist. So a couple of weeks later, I went to a cardiologist, and it turns out that my heart rate was 35 beats per minute. Now, a regular heart rate is supposed to be between 65 and 70. So my heart was like half beating, you know, and the doctor was like, I can't believe you don't pass out every time you stand up. And I'm like, I just mowed the lawn before I came here today, so, you know, I don't even want to hear about it. Anyway, they went up through my leg and into my heart, and I don't understand how all that shit works. We're going to give me what it's called an ablation, and they said if that doesn't work, then we're going to do a pacemaker. So they put me to sleep, and when I woke up, I had a pacemaker. So that was my new gadget for last year. And Mose is still with us. She is 94 now, and she's got a bit of dementia, but she gets around with a walker. She some days she's really with it, some days not so much, but she's doing good. So yeah, that's pretty great, and that's really it. Oh yeah, like 2 years ago, just before I was diagnosed, I started performing again. I was doing a tribute to Randy Newman, an evening of just Randy Newman's music with an old keyboard player that I had worked with in Another Pretty Face in the 70s, okay? So it was great getting back and hooking up with him, and we did a few shows, and then last fall, I heard he was in a terrible car accident, but he was, you know, he didn't die, but he was going through months of rehab and all this stuff, and then unfortunately, a little bit earlier this year, I heard from his wife that he had passed away. So that was heartbreaking. So that's the end of my show. I am retired from show business forever now. But yeah, everything's going pretty good. I'm feeling good. I just last week I had a CAT scan and saw my oncologist, and I am 2 years cancer free. So that made me very happy, and he said the CAT scan also showed that my lungs had healed a lot of the scarring from the radiation. So I'm here, and it doesn't look like I'm going anywhere for a while. So yeah, I just wanted to say hey to everybody and let you know I'm okay. And I hope you all have a Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, what else is there? Have a good holiday, and Happy New Year. And I'll talk to you again someday, okay? Thank you!